If you have never seen my face before, then hi, my name is Marisol, nice to meet you. And if you are someone who has been watching my videos for a while now, then get excited because this week's video is going to be based on Tumblr/Pinterest DIYs, inspired DIYs. What's really cool is that I grabbed items from the dollar store and recreated some very popular DIYs that I've seen all over Pinterest, and for very little amount of money. So I'm very excited for this video. These items are a little bit different. I decided to have my own little twist to it and make them a little bit different because obviously I didn't want to copy them off Pinterest because that's not creative, and who wants to see a DIY all over, like the same DIY all over and all over and all over and all over again. So yeah, if you would like to see how I created these DIYs, then just keep on watching. For this first DIY, you will need wood stain, popsicle sticks, and a glue gun. You will start off by taking 6 popsicle sticks and gluing them in groups of 2. After you're done doing that, then you are going to take your 3 popsicle sticks and you are going to form them into a triangle. You are going to glue them all together, and this is going to be the base of your shelf. Once you have formed the base of your shelf, then you are going to start overlapping the popsicle sticks on top of each other. So basically, you are just going to be stacking them over and gluing them down, and once you have the hang of it, it's pretty easy. Just make sure that all of your layers are even. So it took me 16 layers of popsicle sticks to get my shelf as thick as I wanted it. I decided that I wanted the last layer to look a little cleaner, so instead of just gluing the popsicle sticks down, I cut all of the round edges into straight lines and diagonal lines. That way they could fit the size of my shelf. And basically this just made my shelf look a little bit more cleaner and a little bit more realistic. So I ended up using my leftover wood stain from one of my previous projects. It's in the color Ebony, and I purchased this wood stain at Home Depot, but you can definitely use just regular paint or a different type of wood stain. And that's basically it, guys. It's super easy, and it just looks like you went out and bought it when you actually just made it out of popsicle sticks. Woohoo! For this next DIY, you will need marble paper, succulents, accent stones, an X-Acto knife, and small gift boxes. You are going to start off by grabbing your small gift box. I got mine from the dollar store, and what I started to do is I grabbed my X-Acto knife and I started cutting the bottom of the box. Since my box was already shaped as a hexagon, I decided I wanted to keep that same shape, so I decided to cut its hexagon inside of the hexagon, if that makes sense. Then I decided to take off the lid and save it because I was going to paint over it. Then I grabbed my marble paper and I started cutting it to the size of the box. So then I measured out that it was the right size. Then I cut any excess, and then I started to remove the paper and stick it to my box. I made sure there was enough marble paper for the bottom and the top of the box. Once I was done sticking the marble paper to my box, I started cutting the top of the marble paper, so the top of my box, and I was left over with little slits of marble paper, and these slits I'm going to fold on the inside of the box so the marble paper sticks nice and sturdy to my box. So once I was done doing that, then I did the same thing to the bottom of the box, but to the bottom of the box is a little different because this is actually going to be the top of our planter, not the bottom. So I wanted to cover every single piece of the box, so cutting the slits was a little different. Once I cut the slits, I had to cut them into a triangle shape, that way they would fit nicely onto the rest of the box. So I continued the same process throughout the whole box, and then once I was done doing that, the first part of my planter was done. I then took the lid from the box and painted it black, and then once I was done doing that and I was nice and dry, I glued it to the other part of the box, And so now the lid is the bottom of my planter. Then I took my accent stones and my succulent and started placing them inside my planter, and then I was all done. For this next DIY, you will need display easels, a glue gun, and pliers. You are going to start off by taking your display easel and cutting them with the pliers. So I just cut my display easel in half, and then I put one half aside, and then I took the other half and shaped it into a triangle. Now this is going to be the base of our little triangle display. I then grabbed my other half and started cutting them into 3 long pieces. Now one piece is going to come out shorter, but that's fine because we are going to hot glue them together and it's not going to make a big difference. Once I had my 3 pieces cut, I started connecting them to the triangle base. I used each corner of the triangle as a guide and then glued them all together. So I glued them one at a time because hot glue was a little difficult to use for this project, so I suggest using E5000. And then after we're done doing that, then our little triangle display is all done. Okay guys, so that was pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed this week's video. If you did, please don't forget to leave me a comment down below and let me know what you thought of this week's video. And please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and please subscribe. And I will see you guys on my next video. Bye guys!